Take charge. Standing on a pitcher's mound, standing in this field of dreams, the pitcher takes charge of what's going on the field. He's typically the captain, he makes things happen. You have to do the same thing for your life. Don't let the negativity of people or the aspect that other people are afraid to chase their dreams make you stop from doing what you feel called to do and what you want to do. It's crazy that I'm wearing this shirt and it says Beyond Limits. I didn't know that we were going to shoot this today, but I think it's absolutely awesome because the fact is you're only limited by yourself. You're only limited, and the ceiling is exactly what it is. It's a ceiling, and you can either blow the roof off your ceiling or you can stay encapsulated by that ceiling. But truly, it's all a choice, and it's up to you, no one else. Put in the hard work, make decisions, make choices that are gonna place you in the places that you wanna be. Some of the best advice that I've ever gotten in my life and that I continue to give to other people is do the things now that nobody wants to do so you can do the things later on that people wanna do but they can't because they didn't make those decisions to do in the first place. So at the end of the day, choose to do what you wanna do and run hard after it.
Ed Sheeran was born in February 1991 in Halifax, England. He began playing guitar at a young age and soon after started writing his own songs. When he was just a teenager, he moved to London to pursue his music, and his outpouring of creativity added up to several early EPs and hundreds of live shows. Getting a lot of attention with his online performances, Sheeran hit #1 on the iTunes chart before he ever signed with a record label. Since signing with Atlantic, Sheeran has sold millions of records, had a song appear in the second installment of the Hobbit trilogy, and won a Grammy for Song of the Year.
I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too, I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room, and now my bed sheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body.
So Ed Sheeran was chasing the nose. He didn't even have a record label yet. He went all the way across the pond to London so that he could explore his music as a teenager. #1, iTunes on the charts without a record label, it's unheard of. Chasing the nose is truly the key to all success.
When I was a child, grew up watching crazy things like the Michael Jackson videos, and then as I got older, I had 5 sisters and they were all into the boy bands and whatnot. So for me, it was a performing aspect. I just wanted to be a performer. Didn't know what it was, didn't know anything about it or how to do it, but I wanted to do it.
If you look at it, there was guys like Michael Jordan that got told no all the time. The guy couldn't make the team. He kept getting rejection after rejection after rejection. So he just went at it harder. It was his passion. He knew that there was something in him that was gonna make him one of the greats.
So I introduced you guys to Daryl during the mentor episode, and during one of the meetings that I was with him and just talking through life, he challenged me to chase the nose. And I was kind of wondering, like, what does that mean? And he said, you've pretty much done everything that you've wanted to do, but why don't you dream big? Why don't you chase something that is a definite no, and you make people say yes to you? And so then that's when I kind of processed through of what does that look like to chase the no? What would it be like to go to Broadway and audition on Broadway for a major role in a major musical that's hot right now on Broadway?
Since I learned this philosophy of chasing the nose, I've really been trying to apply it to my life, especially in the last, 6 to 8 weeks. I've just been going out there on a limb, reaching out to people that I never thought I could have a relationship with or that I never thought would respond to me, and it's been truly amazing.
I just started in musical theater 2 years ago, and it's absolutely crazy the things that I've gotten to do in this time frame that I've been doing what I've been doing. And so for me, going to audition and just wanting to pursue this dream and pursue what I'm doing, you get a lot of no's. And the sad part about it is a lot of times people stop doing what they feel called to do or what they want to do because of the rejection.
Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Coming down, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Coming down, follow my lead. Coming down, follow my lead.
I've shaken hands with Grant Cardone, guy who built an empire in the auto industry and has been a mentor of mine for 20 years. I got to hang out with Tom Benson from the New Orleans Saints. Josh Cummins and I went out to his house and it was incredible. He gave me a tour of his theater and his library. I mean, this man is 87 years old and he's done so much, but he found value in me and made me feel special and important, like I was the only one. I decided to reach out to a guy named Roddy Chong. Roddy Chong is this big violinist for Celine Dion. He's a guy that chased the no's, really. He was just a kid with no degree and he had his violin and he wanted to play with Celine Dion. He wanted to play with Shania Twain and he was able to fulfill that dream. And now him and I've got his cell phone number in my cell. It's in my pocket. Him and I are starting to build a relationship and we're having conversations simply because I reached out to him one day chasing a no.
Greatly enough, I have a beautiful, supporting wife who is all about it. We went and watched a musical and she just saw just how engaged I was and how much I loved it. And she was like, babe, guess what? It is a dream of yours. We will make it work. I want you to do it. And so having somebody massively just always cheering for me in my corner and having a solid support system has made it easy for me to just continue through the no's, through the negativity, through some of the hardships, even in rehearsals.
I honestly think the no's are the fuel, but it's the yeses that I recall and that I remember and that push me and encourage me because they are so far and few between. So when I got a yes from my wife, when I got a yes from the dealership, when I got a yes from guys like Roddy Chong and Hank Norman and these guys that are allowing me to reach out to them, Danelle Delgado, just all the different yeses. When I talked to Aaron Jones long ago and asked him if I could move out here to Kentucky with him and he said yes. Like, those are the powerful moments in my life. All the no's that were in between, they don't matter. They were there, they helped me push. They're stepping stones, no doubt. You gotta chase them, you gotta go after them, but when you get the no, it's gotta roll off. It's gotta roll off, because on the other side is the yeses. Those are the ones that really launch you, that project you to that next level. So just know that when you're getting a no, you're on your way to a yes.
So when we talk about no's, we're talking about crazy things. We're talking about things that you couldn't even imagine about. Go for the no of, hey, can I have a massive promotion? I really want to take stock in this company and what we're doing. So can you take and put me at this next level of management? Because that's where I feel like I need to be and where I can best suit our company. When we talk about prayer life with people, especially with God, people think about God and placing him in this little small box. The creator of the universe, we can ask him anything in this world, but yet we sometimes settle for, God, we just pray that we have just a good day. No, God, I wanna have the best day I've ever possibly had on this earth today. That's my prayer. I wanna live in such a way that I'm so massively effective that people see you in me and they experience you on a day-to-day basis, on an hour-to-hour basis. When I step into a room, I change the atmosphere because your Holy Spirit is working in me and through me, that people see you. Those are the big things that we're talking about. Chase the ginormous thing that no one even thinks about.
Come on, be my baby, come on. 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 Come on, be my baby. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too, I'm in love with your body. my bed sheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm in love with your body. Yeah. I'm in love with your body. Yeah. I'm in love with your body. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you.